is a secret that has enriched kings and peasants. Yet once you truly understand it, prosperity stops becoming an accident and starts becoming a natural consequence of how you live. Most people spend their lives chasing money, but money itself is not the secret. Many people have earned money and lost it. Many have inherited wealth and squandered it. Many have won lotteries and returned to poverty. If prosperity were merely about money, then anyone who acquired money would remain prosperous forever. But that is not what happens. So what is the secret? The secret is this: prosperity is not something you get. Prosperity is something you become. Write that again. Prosperity is not something you get. Prosperity is something you become. A mango tree does not struggle to produce mangoes. It produces mangoes because it is a mango tree. Likewise, truly prosperous people do not rely on luck. They have become the kind of people from whom prosperity naturally flows. The river does not beg water to enter it. Its nature attracts and channels water. In the same way, prosperity flows toward people who have developed the inner qualities that naturally generate value. And that brings us to the first principle. Prosperity follows value. Nature rewards value. A flower attracts bees because it provides nectar. The sun nourishes life because it gives energy. The soil supports plants because it provides nutrients. Everything in nature prospers by creating value. Yet many people spend years asking, how can I make more money? When the better question is, how can I become more valuable? The more problems you can solve, the more prosperity tends to follow you. The doctor solves health problems. The engineer solves technical problems. The teacher solves ignorance. The entrepreneur solves practical needs. The more useful you become, the more opportunities begin to seek you. This is one of the most consistent laws of prosperity. Prosperity is often a reward for usefulness. Your mind is your first bank account before prosperity appears in your pocket. It appears in your mind. Every building existed first as an idea. Every invention existed first as a thought. Every fortune began as a possibility in someone's imagination. Your external world often reflects your internal world. A person who constantly thinks in terms of scarcity begins to notice limitations everywhere. A person who thinks in terms of possibilities begins to notice opportunities everywhere. Two people can stand in the same city. One sees unemployment, the other sees business opportunities. One sees obstacles, the other sees possibilities. The difference is not the city. The difference is the mind. Your mind is the soil. Your results are the harvest. If you continually plant fear, doubt, and limitation, do not be surprised when poverty grows. But if you cultivate creativity, courage, learning, and faith in possibilities, prosperity begins to emerge. Prosperity loves movement. Have you ever noticed that stagnant water eventually becomes unhealthy? But flowing water remains fresh. Nature teaches a profound lesson. Life rewards movement. Many people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the perfect economy, the perfect opportunity, the perfect connection, the perfect conditions. Meanwhile, years pass. Prosperous people understand something different. Action creates clarity. Movement attracts opportunities. The ship that never leaves the harbor never reaches new lands. The seed that refuses to break open never becomes a tree. Prosperity often arrives disguised as action. The more intelligently you move, the more doors begin to appear. Relationships are hidden wealth. One of the greatest misconceptions about prosperity is that it is purely financial. In reality, prosperity is deeply relational. Your network often influences your net worth. Opportunities frequently travel through people. Knowledge travels through people. Sorrows travel through people. Many breakthroughs occur not because someone discovered a secret formula, but because they met the right person at the right time. Treat people well. Build genuine relationships. Duplicate goodwill wherever you go. Sometimes a single conversation can change the direction of your life. Prosperity often hides inside relationships. The law of multiplication, a fascinating principle, appears throughout nature. A single seed can produce hundreds more seeds. A tiny stream can become a mighty river. A small habit can create a massive outcome. Prosperity works the same way. Small disciplines compound, small improvements compound, small investments compound, small acts of learning compound. Many people underestimate the power of consistency because the results are invisible at first, but eventually the accumulated effect becomes impossible to ignore. One page read daily becomes books completed. One skill practiced daily becomes expertise. One wise financial decision repeated becomes wealth. The secret is not intensity, the secret is consistency. Prosperity begins with stewardship. Imagine giving someone $1 million. If they cannot manage $1,000 wisely, what are the chances they will manage $1 million wisely? Prosperity often grows where stewardship exists. How you manage what you already have matters. Many people pray for abundance while wasting what they possess. Nature does not reward wastefulness indefinitely. The farmer who protects his seeds is more likely to enjoy future harvests. The person who respects resources often attracts more resources. Prosperity expands where responsibility exists. The energy of gratitude. This may sound simple, but it is profoundly powerful. Gratitude changes perception, and perception changes behavior. A grateful mind sees possibilities where others see lack. A grateful person tends to make better decisions because they are not operating from desperation. Gratitude does not mean pretending problems do not exist. It means recognizing existing blessings while pursuing greater possibilities. Psychologists have repeatedly found links between gratitude and improved well-being, optimism, and resilience. Prosperity flourishes where appreciation exists, not because gratitude magically prints money, but because gratitude creates the emotional state from which wise actions emerge. Stop chasing money alone. Money is important. But money is often a byproduct. When people focus only on money, they frequently make short-term decisions. When people focus on creating value, developing skills, building trust, and solving problems, money often follows naturally. Think of money as a shadow. If you chase the shadow, it keeps moving. But if you walk toward the source of light, the shadow follows you. The source of prosperity is value. The source of prosperity is usefulness. The source of prosperity is growth. Money is often the result, the secret hidden in every prosperous life. Study prosperous people closely. Different cultures, different eras, different industries, different backgrounds, yet you will notice a pattern. They learn continuously. They adapt continuously. They create value continuously. They refuse to remain mentally stagnant. Prosperity is not a destination, it is a process. The moment growth stops, prosperity begins to decline. The moment learning stops, opportunities begin to shrink. The moment contribution stops, value begins to fade. Prosperity survives where growth survives. The greatest secret of all. Now we arrive at the deepest secret. The secret that explains all the others. Prosperity is not primarily about what comes to you. It is about what flows through you. The river remains fresh because it flows. The tree remains alive because nutrients flow. The human body remains healthy because blood flows. Life itself thrives through circulation. Prosperity behaves the same way. People who only accumulate often become trapped by fear. But people who create, contribute, invest, learn, teach, and serve become channels through which prosperity flows. And whatever flows through a channel tends to leave traces behind. That is why some people seem to prosper repeatedly even after setbacks. They have become channels rather than containers. Their prosperity is rooted in principles, not circumstances. Their wealth begins within before it appears without. In conclusion, if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Prosperity is not luck. Prosperity is not magic. Prosperity is not reserved for a chosen few. Prosperity is the natural result of becoming more valuable, more disciplined, more useful, more responsible, and more aligned with the laws that govern growth. Develop your mind, increase your value, take consistent action, build meaningful relationships, manage your resources wisely, stay grateful, keep learning, keep growing. And most importantly, become the kind of person through whom prosperity naturally flows. Because once you understand this secret, prosperity stops being something you chase. It becomes something you embody. And when prosperity becomes part of who you are, you never truly stop prospering.